Right, so look at the 4 hour. Just move. See that we're looking for this candle's high is 2403.454. This candle's high is 2402.145. So we've got buy side above here, and it's not 2 a.m. yet, so I'm unwilling to leave. We'll see it here. This is the start of the ICT kill zone, and I'm only willing to get long if I see an inversion fair value gap form. Or for example, looking for the next hourly candle to first open, and then sweep it, then trade higher. All right. We could maybe even see this low get traded to here. You see, this is the 1 hour. So this rectangle here is the 1 hour bearish, or I guess it's become an inversion fair value gap now. So do not like these smooth lows here. For example, this. So I understand that we've made an inversion with a propulsion block, but in the 1 hour time frame, we haven't swept any form of sell side. This is still sell side here, because technically this is a pre-market low. So you can see price reach up into this gap. And I think that everyone is trying to buy this now. These smooth lows that's left here, they're going to fall victim to that. So because we've made the inversion, you could even see price just run above this high. Yeah. And so yeah, you can see that that's the buy side here on step index. So yeah, we just gotta wait. No, I remember when I first started doing this now. This is where you start sensing a bit of panic. Like, it's now open, it's the kill zone, and I don't want to be getting long in and getting. No, it's what's the best way to stay out of shit like this here? Market. Just wait for price to sweep high. And also, there were so many times where the market would be so close to a target like this. That, for example, even though like an odd, I would see this target was kind of getting close past, and I would just full port, and it just blows through my stop. Then it comes back here, I try and buy again, runs. So no, this would not be an inversion on the 5 minute because of the volume imbalance here. Because this is the entire 5 minute SIBI. So let price run higher. That's fine, but you've got to stay out of it until I see this low get taken out, or for price to kind of gallivant. Because again, even if I'm late or whatever, which doesn't really exist, well, it does exist. There's always this inversion here. You see this low, sorry, this high here, the line of drawn, the inefficiency, the pre-market lows. Sit back and watch. Check something on Forex Factory. Today was Tuesday. Okay, so there's no news for Pound USD. Wonder what good stuff GUS cooking. It's been getting very close to this weekly target I've been waiting for it to reach, which I called out sometime last week, Sunday. Monday gave that nice trade back down into this fair value gap. Sorry, the screen is not showing it. So what I mean was, I identified, see if I've got a price alert here on this buy side, in the weekly time frame. That was the target coming into when I was looking at it last week, Sunday. So it's when it opened here, I was like, okay, I want to see how we use this inefficiency here. And you can see we just powered right through it. We didn't even return back down into it, and we just kept pushing and pushing. So then on the 4 hour yesterday, I was like, cool. Again, although it's close, I'm not gonna buy it because you can very easily just reprice into this fair value gap here, which you can see it did, and again, really, the lion's share came during Asian session. So what I'm looking for is I just want the level to get traded to, and once we get that, there's gonna have to be some sort of reversal, and I might even be looking at this 4 hour here. So it's 20 pips out from it. And there's no news today. There's only quite a bit tomorrow. So just gonna have to wait out this 4 hour candle. When you see like this 2 a.m. candle, all it's trading it is because we've run these lows here. The highest up close candle is this one. So we've got this hourly bullish breaker here that we're respecting. And you've also got a propulsion block here. There. We've traded into a fair value gap. So, and I do see this as sell side here. So I want to see it reach up into this, and then we can potentially get lower. Yeah. So still, like I wouldn't get myself involved, because even if you look at the price action from yesterday, it was all quite messy. You see the day of how we were trading, throughout New York AM. It just, I don't know, it didn't seem worthwhile, because you do all this buying in London for it to just come back and take it out. So I mean, this is a part of a new approach I'm trying. Of just, you know, not really a new approach. I'm just finally listening. Wait for, just identify these premium arrays or discount arrays. Wait for price to get to it. Once it's there, there's got to be some sort of sweep. Then there's the entry model. That's it. But yeah, until this level gets hit, I mean, I will hear the sound. I will, leave pound USD alone. And over here, one can see now everyone who was selling and had their stops above here, they've been run. Everyone who's gone long here, look at stops. Um, so mind you, so this is a 5 minute severe. I'll remove that. I don't want all these levels on it. And you can see what the 1 minute wants to do here. So the 1 minute's now made this bullish BPR. But it actually hasn't, because we've got a volume imbalance here. So because when there's a volume imbalance, you've got to use that whole, it is the fair value gap. Now, mind you, that step index moved quite well in London yesterday, so you could see it just chop and look to take out whoever and whenever. For example, anyone who's seen it reprice here and want to short this, it has to stop above here. They're going to get screwed. Note these lows here, it's made as well. Let's go to the 5 minute. Now we just wait. It just sucks that I can't use trade alerts here, because then you could just set one for these lows, set one for this inefficiency here. So look at this, it's made these relatively good lows here. It runs up higher, clears this high, trades down, creates these lows, runs up higher, creates these highs. Now watch it break down here. I mean, if you're trying to get into here, you're really just gambling. I want these lows. This was used as a breaker to push price higher. So now you want to monitor this low here. You should see these get traded to now. If the market were to take these lows now, I want to see these relative equal highs. So you see, we've gotten this close here. So now obviously the high end of it is here. So mind you, from 2 o'clock, which is here, in 23 minutes, the market hasn't done anything significant. No sell side has been taken out, and no possible buy side has been taken out. It's just, I don't know, accumulating orders, looking for victims of who's going to try and do what, who's going to want to be premature. Now, obviously, if he just closes above here, makes a perfect inversion, and runs all the way up with the target, then, tough. But shit like this, because if I now start getting long here and I have no stops, no bueno, no bueno. So mind you, if you make the inversion here, especially with the propulsion block, one can expect price to run these relative equal height it's made here, which seems likely with only 15 seconds left. Now those who are uninformed, I believe, are going to probably see this as a breakout trade. The lining up their stop losses here. Sell side, sell side. This will get revisited. Yeah. Now you want to watch the consequent encroachment. So this 0.5 level, after also using this as a bearish breaker, this time close candle here. These are trading conditions that used to rape me. I'm just seeing, I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, BPR here, and strong down clip. So, so when price comes back down into it here, I would throw on my longs with my stops below here, and you see here, it just fucks. Then I'm like, oh, bullish changing the state of delivery here. And I buy up, and 1 to 1 gets hit. I don't close out. Likely one of these moves down would have stopped me at break even. If you look at the 30-minute, yes, we do have this unfold fair value gap here, but the second candle made an inversion. So this is to remain unfilled until this low gets traded past. You can see this unfold is just above this 1 hour inversion fair value gap consequent encroachment. So I'm still a believer in sell side. Also note the tiny 1 minute fair value gap here. In the form of APC, but because we close process, we're going to be using this as an inversion fair value gap. Ideally into pre-market sell side. Jeez, I'm fucking hungry. And ring a ding 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 ding, motherfuckers. Ran these highs here. So this lowest down close here also, this becomes your breaker now. If you used, fuck it, let's stop using all these lines. Pre-market sell side is still in. What I meant was this down close candle. This is the breaker here. So you've got a, yeah. So from 2 a.m., it's taken 35 minutes just for price to clear a pre-market low. So that's done. Fantastic. No time. This breaker was used and this breaker here on top. The only reason why I didn't want to go short is I've got a target way up here that I'm looking for. So let's remove all of this lipstick. So if we do a 15-minute time frame here, you'll see suddenly that this low is very possible sell side. Reason being is because if you go to the 1 hour, where we made this inversion here and we've sold off from it, well, actually, I would want to see then this, all of these smooth lows get traded to here, which again, it is a possibility. The market might want to run all the way back down here before it, it clears this high. So, yeah. So not forcing anything. For fuck's sake. Now as well, at some point in time, I'd be like, okay, cool, we've got the inversion here, and the bullish chain instead of the delivery, let's get long. No, can't say I like this formation. You could see this high get traded to here, which is fine. But before that high gets traded to, let's say I got it long here, my stop would have to be all the way down here. which just no doesn't make sense. And again, potentially that there might be all the sell side down here before price goes higher. So not in a rush. Might even want to see how this 1 hour candle closes. And if it closes like SLA, then this should be treated like a breakaway gap and the market should just at least get to this level here. But yeah, again, I'm not really seeing any high probability setups there. Curious to see what pound USD is doing there. I keep hunting, but I can't seem to find the few things a different side of mine. 'Cause I found what I've been looking for. Yeah, no, pound USD is still, well, it's actually traded lower. I believe it's looking for this pre-market lower. Then I should see that weekly get traded here. All right. At 15 minutes, as you can see, it's also been a bit of a mess. Um, Obviously, I do have a bullish bias here. That's what I'm looking for. Um, we do have a 5 minute bullish PPR that is formed here. But again, I haven't seen a setup on the 1 minute that is so good. I'm like, because mind you, unlike the 1 hour, like we can see here, there's literally the possibility of it just opening in the next hour and just fucking tanking. If I can preserve capital today, if there's no setup, um, or if we make an inversion of this one, it's a lot better. But yeah, but because this is the 5 minute, the only possible setup here would be if you went long right here and you put your stop loss at this low, and you're like, you're looking for this high for 129. But because this is using the logic of this is the most recent low before price closed past the 5 minute, forming this bullish PPR. Mind you, I didn't enter anything here because, well, the reason is because between here and here, 50% is here. This is buying in a premium. So it had a chance to get long here, liquidated. I said, I want something more, like the market can give clean trades. I said, there's all the sell side down here. And I'm also looking for a very big target. So I'm not just trying to get in on any rally. I mean, over here, if you look at this fair value gap, it will now be used as an inversion if the market chooses to stay below it. If that happens, again, everyone who's bought this here, the only hope in going long here would be we haven't taken out this high yet, and we did make an inversion. So this could be one of those where the market just dumps a bit lower. It's like, no, cool. It's willing to give you that, but then no more. But then again, there are many 3 or 4 trades that I could be taking, but there's also so many losses. So the purpose is just to wait and wait. As much as I want to continue with VIX 25, yeah, I can't see it clear. Then the next hourly candle could open, trade back up into here, trade lower, then go higher. So I'll wait for 10 o'clock on this. Let the next 4-hour candle clear the most recent 4-hour candles low, possibly even down here before going higher. I'm gonna go to pound USD. I believe that it looks a lot better today. Let's close this off. Let's go to pound USD. Do it this way. So over here, the hourly, you can see that we've run this pre-market low, traded into a fair value gap, and we have cleared this high here. So we could see it really accelerate low, or again, this weekly target, you could see it just kind of run to it. So I'm going to sit here on the 1 minute time frame, and again, we're just waiting for that same model. Now it's why have I switched over to pound USD and not stuck to VIX 25. It's for the sole reason. No, actually, hold on. There's a small inefficiency right here. Again, it's which one is actually cleared an hourly low and session-based liquidity. VIX 25, if anything, has just rejected a premium array and could continue much lower. However, if we close like this in the next 5 minutes, you do have a 1 hour bearish change in the state of delivery after clearing a high. So very much so, you could just see it run lower with quite a bit of speed. And then this one here was, quite decent here. Runs up higher, runs some stops, say above here. Inversion. also forms a SIBI here. Now you've got this up close candle, it's rejecting here. As well with VIX 25, not like I said there, the long positions with the stop to complete because it's already made the inversion. Looks like that would have been a good idea, but yeah. I feel like I've got a better target on pound USD, although we have made a bearish change in the state of delivery here. So it could sell off, but then I'm going to be waiting down here to climb in those longs. So let's just watch it drop. Shit. Fuck me. Look at this bitch. Speak about fucking volatility, bro. This is the classic sweep. We can see here how at 8 a.m. So this would have been the start, right? So of like the kill zone, you would expect it to first run below this low. So like I wouldn't want to get in these longs, and it just fucking shoots. Then you finally go to the top, where this PPO here. Then it clears a low before returning, so it's kind of nullified. Just absolute madness. As much as I want to go long, this is really pointing to shorts, bro. So let me be patient. I see the inversion. I see the breaker. C3902, then this low is C3903. Yeah, I am not buying this. Might regret it, but after this whole bearish change in the state of delivery here, I'm not expecting the market to just run up one time a lot higher with so much speed, and also that you've got this unfold favor they got down here. Yes, we did clear the slow, so we could trade back up into here, but yeah, I would have loved to see an inversion in this price leg here. Called it. Reason why I didn't want to take this long here. The Venom model teaches you in a market, for example, that is predisposed to go lower, for example, in this case, and you see a BC formation, but this third candle, which forms a fair value gap, trades above this high but fails to close past it. When this, next candle trades up into it, that's where you're meant to go short. And then with a very touch stop, I guess, look, it works better in futures because here you're going to short here, but it's going to get you in down here. And then your stops are going to be set. It doesn't really work here, but just because of, spread it all. But the reason, you know, why it's still so useful is because if you see this close, you're like, damn, although we've had a market structure shift, although we've made a bullish change in the state of delivery, and we've got the breaker, just, wait a bit. Look at this low is 33846. This low is 33846. Look at the 5 minute, 30 minute. I'm not. I just don't believe in these longs. Like these exact lows being formed like this are just not a good sign. Let's see what VIX did. This motherfucker just sold, bro. Because like I said on the 1 hour with VIX, this candle could just open and fuck off lower. So me trying to force longs here would have really put me in. It would have been some risky business, man. Like fucking hell. again, nothing. It's just kind of range bound. Talking about the 1 hour. It's just made, and there's a 1 hour, inversion 90 after making a bearish change in state of delivery. It would be nice to see it sell off lower. Like if the 1 minute gave a, like a break a muzzle or something, but the question is, does it really need to reach down into this, into these lows before continuing higher? Because is it planning to make record highs or something? Is the news that's going to come out tomorrow? Let's just see. So you have French flash and German flash and pound flash. So this is all just manufacturing PMI and services PMI. So you've got the same news for US, so for the dollar, pound, and then the euro, including Germany and France. Then Bailey speaks at 1:15 p.m. Then Thursday, USD unemployment claims. Friday, pound retail sales, and then some Canadian retail sales. So I don't think that today would be the best day for news, especially over, say, something like pound USD. But there's no serious USD news today that's life changing. So it's it's likely that on the, say, during New York today with Nasdaq, or I would say Nasdaq from about 7 o'clock. If I don't get anything now, should try and find something then. Also, 10 o'clock on the volatility indices my time. Because then there's going to be a new 4-hour candle, for example, with VIX 25 now. I mean, it's just absolutely plummeted lower. Like I said, this is going to be a breakaway gap, and we're going to see that move continue. One thing I do regret not trading was the bearish breaker, which formed here, which I did mark out, targeting the pre-market low. Also using this 1 hour inversion. Stupid not to take it. But again, it is what it is. So with the next 4-hour candle, I'm going to want to see how that closes in the next 35 minutes. And to see, is the next 4-hour going to give me the opportunity to just again run some lows and just accelerate higher. With GU now, again, I can see it, but it's now made a bearish change in the state of delivery and a burn up a passing block flip. So I would see this for grounds for short right there, targeting these exact lows. After trading up into this 1 hour inversion fair value gap. It is also around 9:30. But yeah, no inversion here. So I would have liked to see, for example, a BSC formed here, so that in this move lower, I could take an inversion trade. So there's that move lower of the bearish change in the state of delivery here, and this propulsion block flip. So this now would have been up about 1.1 R. Again, this, as much as like I want to take all of these small trades and all that, because I've got the 1 hour inversion and the 1 hour bearish change in the state of delivery, it's not clean enough in the sense of I have, right, let me go to it, let me buy wins here. Not been a lot of them. There've been a lot of break-even trades, but not a lot of wins. And I can share that screen. This one, for example, first bought here, closed out and all, and then I went long here on this candle based on this inversion. So the whole premise of this was I don't want to see price close past the low, but if it does, for example, this BSI, I don't want to see price close past its low. We saw that it got formed. So bought here, slight bit of drawdown, got the push higher, pulled back. I should have added to the position here, but I didn't. But you notice how in these it's an inversion. There's no, then obviously I saw we had a bearish propulsion block formed, and then I was like, nope, it's gonna likely drop lower. And again here, we've had this inversion, stops here, lost out here on these tiny trades. This was a very dumb long here. I was just trying to buy this volume imbalance. It got stopped here, over here, bought this little inversion, and then it got stopped as it came back down. Then I got long in here, made some money, and that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I've had a shitload of break-even trades. See, no inversion here. But we have made a bullish breaker down here. Look at VIX 25. I think it's starting to just kind of pull back a bit. It'll probably sort of down into these lows, and then yeah, I'll come and look at it again at like 2 o'clock to see what can form there. So look, so these are, it's still sharing the screen. Now let me show the losses. The losses are the dumbest fucking trades. So I saw again inversion fair value gap formation here. But we actually did it with a massive bottom wick and this. So I was looking for this high. So we moved up higher after this propulsion block got closed past. I should have closed at least half of the position. Because also we shouldn't have closed past this inversion low, which we did with the same candle. Then Over here, I saw this bearish BPR, so I went short. Then you can see price literally closes past its high, next candle rips higher. So, and the initial one was a venom, so it's a very stupid loss. I'd say fairly reasonable. Then over here, I don't know, again, me trying to buy. Oh yeah, sorry, wait, so I already spoke about these losses now, because these preceded a win, again, an inversion propulsion block. Very, very dirty formation. And also, one thing that you can notice is that there wasn't a significant sweep of liquidity. Then 18th, went long here. It plays around for ages. We close past here. And again, so this was lost 354. 20th, lost 4. Not much of an inversion to be. I mean, even if this was a BPR, massive top wick, massive bottom wick, never pass block. Then yesterday, really upped my risk and had to have asked myself, because you can see that 1, 2, 3 candles. The second one made an inversion, so this is meant to be a breakaway. My stop loss should have been here, and it should have only been about 40% of my total loss. I was only meant to lose about $4 to $5, but I was a hero and I lost 10. So that's 10, 14, 17, 20, 24, 25, $27, 27 US dollars, so 540 Rand. Just down the fucking drain. Fucking hell. Let's see what step index did. Well, it just kind of rallied and whatever. Yeah, it wasn't all too clean today. Let's see what Nasdaq has done in London. Actually, it's very, very nice rally here. ran low, took some, created a pussy, just went up over 100 points. See gold, shit. Sorry, but this is the week. See how it was okay actually. It opened here, let it run the high, but it's changing the state of delivery here. Made the inversion, sold off quite nicely. I might even consider doing fucking gold in London because gold is most nice in London session. But yeah, we just got to wait. And let's come and do this in fucking no. Yeah, I'll come back to the book. See, just give it the next 4 hours to just sort itself out, and then you can see. Because I want to start holding some of these swings, bro. Like here, if one got in, even on longs, somewhere over here, he just held the bitch. But damn, I think this price run down here would have probably stopped anyone out. Because if you're up that amount, and it just fucking plummets. But you know how it always does. Higher time frame inversion, then it pulls back to an area. You get long. Higher time frame inversion, pulls back to an area. Here, you get long. Then you wait. Doesn't make it there yet. Here, actually over here, higher time frame inversion. Then you pull back, pushes up higher. Higher time inversion, serious pullback. You get long. Inversion, pullback. All it fucking does, bro. But damn, this rally here was crazy, bro. Just okay.